Fashion Week has officially landed in Paris, the capital of fashion. And you know what that means? Celebrities are out in full force, serving looks that range from jaw-dropping to downright puzzling. Let's take a look at some of the most talked about appearances on the runway sidelines. We have to start with Dior because this one really turned heads. After more than 30 years away from Paris Fashion Week, Johnny Depp made his big return. And let's just say he didn't come quietly. Rocker layers, messy, cool styling, and then a surprise moment alongside none other than Brigitte Macron. Yes, France's First Lady and the Hollywood rebel side by side, her sharp blazer and Dior combo clashing yet balancing with his laid-back style. Nobody expected this duo, and yet somehow it worked. Charlize Theron, on the other hand, went bold at Dior, pairing a shirtless look with an oversized leather jacket. While meant to be edgy, the mismatched proportions threw it off, leaving the outfit more disjointed than daring. Jennifer Lawrence played it cool, with not one but two Dior looks. The first featured a layered trench and vest, giving off that relaxed, borrowed from the boys energy. Then she switched to jeans and a turtleneck. Simple, sleek, but maybe too casual for Paris Fashion Week. Now, Jenna Ortega, she brought edge to Dior in a Kingsguard style vest paired with a frayed denim mini. It definitely had attitude, but here's the thing. The vest leaned a bit costumey and the raw hem didn't give the polished couture weak demands. Close, but not quite there. Anya Taylor-Joy, meanwhile, went all out in a houndstooth cape with a matching set. The sweeping look brought drama, elegance, and a touch of theater, a bold statement that turned heads and had everyone stopping to stare. And then there was Carla Bruni. She went classic chic, dark denim, a fur-trimmed coat, and statement shades. The look was timeless and effortless, but maybe a little too safe, especially for Dior's front row. Switching over to Louis Vuitton, both Emma Stone and Ana de Armas kept things simple. Emma in a cream knit dress, and Anna in a monochrome sweater and shorts, set with boots. Chic and polished, yes, but too understated for Fashion Week. Their looks didn't exactly impress, though fortunately they didn't disappoint either. Jennifer Connelly, meanwhile, went edgy in a leather jacket dress. It had attitude, but the bold boots clashed, and overall the look just didn't deliver. Zendaya, though, took a swing, but maybe a little too hard. Her Louis Vuitton look was meant to dazzle, but the shiny fabric and fur-trimmed details made it feel more tinfoil Santa Claus than runway-ready couture. Léa Seydoux kept it elegant in a black Louis Vuitton mini with flared sleeves and boots. It was sleek and stylish, but again, I kind of wanted more drama from someone who usually owns the Paris runway. Next up, Helen Mirren showed up for Stella McCartney in a clean, sharp look. But here's the catch. It felt a little too businesslike. Less front row and more executive meeting. Naomi Watts followed it courageous with an all-black latex top ensemble and minimalist styling, aiming for sci-fi cool, though it ended up feeling more Matrix cosplay than couture. And then we had Laura Dern, who not only sat front row but also hit the runway at Gabriela Hearst. She arrived in a powder blue suit, polished and chic. But when she stepped out on the catwalk, that's when the real magic happened. Radiant, confident, and totally in her element. To be honest, I have to say I'm a little disappointed with what celebrities served this fall in Paris. Lots of safe choices and missed opportunities. So let's take a look back at March and see what they wore then. Maybe they were bolder, more daring, and truly unforgettable. First up, Natalie Portman, on the other hand, kept things classic in Dior. She arrived in a sleek black coat and knee-high boots, very Parisian, very sophisticated. But inside, she revealed a structured mini dress with Victorian lace details. It was elegant, yes, but not exactly groundbreaking. A refined take on Dior's heritage, though we wouldn't have minded a little more risk. Next, Cameron Diaz. She kept things cool and effortless at Stella McCartney. A draped red dress for drama, an oversized white coat for that nonchalant touch, and sleek red heels to tie it all together. Power dressing, but make it relaxed. Classic Cameron. Then, Carla Bruni reminded us why she's the definition of Parisian chic. She stepped into the Dîner du Louvre looking like she walked straight out of an old Hollywood film. Draped in vintage John Galliano, her black and white gown, covered in dramatic leaf appliques, was pure elegance. Standing against the glowing Louvre, she looked like a living work of art. And just when you thought the night couldn't get more glamorous, Gigi Hadid arrived, bringing a completely different kind of drama. Dressed in a shimmering Jeremy Scott number, she was serving luxury warrior princess. Think Joan of Arc, but if she got a last-minute invite to the Met Gala. Bold, daring, futuristic, and totally Gigi.
I try to be chic and fashion-forward because of my job.
Meanwhile, Kim Cattrall kept us on our toes with two very different vibes. First, she was all about power dressing at Nina Ricci in a camel suit that screamed quiet luxury. Then on a different day, she flipped the script for Balmain with a bold animal print mini and an oversized coat. Polished one day, fierce the next, because why choose when you can do both? Speaking of signature styles, Kate Moss stayed true to her rock star roots. At Stella McCartney, she kept it simple, yet edgy in an oversized leather jacket and sheer lace bodysuit. But over at Isabel Marant, she turned things up with fishnets, micro shorts, and studded boots. Iconic as always, but maybe just a little too disheveled. Then again, Kate does what Kate wants. Now, the Beckhams? They turned Victoria's show into a full-on family affair. Harper looked effortlessly chic in a chocolate brown slip dress, while David proved once again that no one wears a suit better. Cruz and Jackie Apostle balanced sleek and casual, while Romeo and Kim Turnbull added a fashion-forward edge. Romeo's pinstripe suit and Kim's deconstructed floral look added a cool, modern touch. The whole family proved once again that style is just in their DNA.
Well, Paris was always the dream. You know, I mean, you've got to bring your A game when you show in Paris.
Then there was Chappelle Roan, who didn't just attend Paris Fashion Week, she performed. Her Valentino appearance was pure romantic drama. Rabanne gave us futuristic fantasy. And Rick Owens took things to an avant-garde extreme. But the real star? Her makeup, ethereal, graphic, and strikingly theatrical. It was a statement all on its own.
I love that too.
Yeah.
And finally, Jessica Alba. She took a different approach at her mess, keeping it sleek and understated in an all-black blazer and trousers combo. It wasn't the flashiest look of the week, but it embodied that quiet, confident elegance her mess is known for.
I pretty much like to wear baggy clothes that feel really comfortable.
Now that we've broken down the standout looks from this spring Paris Fashion Week, let's compare them to the ones from Paris Fashion Week back in January. How did the styles differ, and which celebrities brought something fresh to the runway? To begin with, Pamela Anderson showcased old money elegance in a tailored gray suit topped with a delicate netted veil, and while the muted tones could have used a pop of color or a bold accessory to spice things up, her chic transformation was still a total win. Speaking of bold, Philippine Leroy Beaulieu and Carla Bruni brought a villainous edge to their outfits in the best way possible. Carla was the embodiment of a femme fatale in a ruched black dress, lace tights, and those jaw-dropping golden claw gloves. Philippine, on the other hand, radiated dark queen energy with her flowing velvet ensemble and dramatic cape sleeves. Add a golden choker, and you've got someone who looks like she rules an elite secret society. These two could star in a high-fashion spy thriller tomorrow, and we'd be first in line to watch.